afternoon. Thank you so much once more for joining us on these live sessions of the Conservation Careers Fair. We're so excited to have you join us and also follow all the activities that are going on for the past day as well as today. We're very excited to be interacting with you. Please share with us where you're watching us from and also send us questions. Our speakers are more than ready to address your questions and also respond to any comments. We thank you so much. And also, it's very funny to talk about careers and jobs without actually talking about the people who are actually at the top of everything. These are the human resource managers or directors. And with me here today, I'm joined by Nkunika Nyembezi, who's the HR director for BioCarbon Partners. You're welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Miriam, for having me.
We're very excited to have you here and also to hear about your journey with the BioCarbon Partners and how you joined them. So in short, I would like for you to tell me who you are, who Nyembezi Nkunika is and the work that you do for BCP.
Okay, so before I begin, I would say thank you once again for inviting BCP at this very, very interactive session with the Conservation Fair, and we're so glad to be here. A little bit about myself. I'm Nyembezi Nkunika Lopa, a 50-year-old HR practitioner, I think for the last 20 years. And it's a career that has been very rewarding for me in terms of helping people find their place in the workplace. And with BCP, my career with them started in 2019. And I began as a consultant, and I moved on to full-time work with BCP. And I have enjoyed my time with BCP from the time that I joined. One thing that I can tell you is that working with BioCarbon Partners, especially the link that we have with the community, is something that is very fulfilling for the soul. And it's something that is a passion that we hope for everybody who joins us. And I hope that the young men and women who are listening in and who are watching me are encouraged to come and join us because we're a great place to be.
Great, I'm already interested to learn more about. So I would like for you to go into detail more of your mandate, or maybe what is your role, what work does the BCP do with regards to communities and also safeguarding our environment, in a nutshell, conservation. What conservation work do you do?
Okay, I'd like to begin by talking about our mission, which is making conservation of wildlife habitat valuable to people. We work very, very closely with communities. We have two major projects where we are protecting forests that run a span of over 1.1 million hectares. We work in the ecosystems of the Luangwa and the Lower Zambezi. And the fact that we work with the communities is something that is very, very fulfilling for us, because the communities are able to see the benefit of conserving the forest and the wildlife habitat that is a major part of the areas that the communities live in, and areas that wildlife are comfortable and are able to be reintroduced in terms of the wildlife habitat corridor.
I really like that you work closely with the communities and also you instill knowledge as well as skills in them that they are able to practice and apply with regards to conserving our resources. Are you happy to highlight in more detail exactly what these activities are that you work with the community?
Okay, well, we work on, obviously the first thing is the reason why we work in the communities to protect the forest is also to provide alternative livelihoods for the community, because one thing is charcoal burning is a major source of climate change, and it's something that we discourage, and it's something that we work with the community in providing them with other opportunities in terms of other ways that they can actually have charcoal. We have a project called Eco Charcoal. So that is one way. We work with the communities in terms of funding that they get from the sale of carbon offsets in growing livelihood projects like beekeeping, like conservation farming. There's so many areas that we work with the community in developing them so that they're able to look at other ways of having incomes rather than cutting down trees indiscriminately.
Oh, great. So would you say with these activities, would you say that you are able to see change? Can you see change? And also, how can you highlight this change?
Okay, definitely we are seeing a lot of change. There are some areas, of course, that take a while in terms of getting out of places where the community is cutting down the trees, where there's high encroachment, but it's about a step at a time. Every day, educating our teams, which I would love to talk about. Our teams are in the communities and actually educating them on the benefits of conserving the forest.
So I've heard stories of people, even after going through some form of training, transformation, they still go back and do what they used to do. This is degrading the environment. For example, charcoal burners. They would learn maybe a skill in charcoal production and other things that are sustainable, but they'll still go back and still involve themselves in illicit behaviors or activities. This is maybe going back to the actual things that they were being told about to be very harmful to the environment. How do you deal with such situations?
Well, I would like to say that it's about persistence as well, because with human nature, you can get the message across once, but if it's not received well, I think it's time for us to go back again and again. As I said, our teams are in the trenches, if I can put it like that, in the community, educating consistently. And when the communities are able to see the benefits, because it's also about seeing the benefits, if they're able to see the benefits of protecting the forest, and they're able to see what the community can benefit in terms of schools, the building of schools, boreholes, in terms of teachers' homes and houses, they're able to actually see the benefits. I believe that the message that we're sending will be heard loud and clear.
Oh, nice. So from judging from yesterday and also part of today, we've had a lot of activities, a lot of speakers talking about different works that they do in conservation, that is. So we've seen that conservation is not only for people with a conservation background, it's also for people who are in other fields. So I'm also curious to know from your own individual perspective, how did you find yourself in the conservation space?
Okay. Well, obviously, I found myself as an HR person because as an HR generalist, we do have a department that is focused on looking after our human resources at BCP. We've got different departments within BCP. We've obviously got the conservation department, we've got the engagement department, we have the carbon department, we've got the finance department. So all the departments that ideally make an organization thrive is what we have at BCP. So you don't have to have a conservation qualification to come and join BCP. There are other areas that you can join BCP. We do have a website that is consistently updated, showing everybody what jobs are available and about BCP, and we hope that people are able to get onto our website and actually see that we're hiring. We're hiring at the moment, and we're scaling, we're growing each and every month. And I would like to say that I would like to encourage each and every person who's watching, who's listening, to keep looking out on our website, because there will be great opportunities for careers to grow with BCP.
Really? And this is getting more and more interesting. So I'm thinking, how would you, growing up also, maybe also with your career development, did you know that you were actually going to end up in conservation?
Okay, well, it's something that as a young person, you might not know, Miriam, because you're a little bit younger, but when I was young, we had the Chongololo Club. And the Chongololo Club was something that we all vied to be a part of, and this was looking at the environment. So from a very young age, it's something that I've been interested in with human resource, because for me, it's always been about helping people. And as I said earlier on, assisting people to find their right space in organizations. So just putting the two together, the benefit of assisting the community and actually working in the career that I have focused for myself, is something that is a great thing for me.
For how long have you been working in conservation?
I've been working in conservation from 2019 when I joined BCP.
Okay, and you love it?
I love it. I love it.
I'm not just saying this because you're in front of camera.
No, I love it. I love it. I mean, we do have a higher purpose video that I would like to encourage everybody to click on and watch. And the higher purpose video talks about what it means for an individual and us to work with a company like BCP. It's not only about the job, it's about more than that. It's about, as I've been harping on about, the benefits to the community, where you're actually seeing the growth and you're actually seeing progress. It's not only about kwatas and ngwes, it's about speaking to you morally about the responsibilities that we all have to contribute to the reduction of deforestation and climate change, which we're experiencing every day. So being a part of that is something that is very, very rewarding.
I'm actually motivated, even if I'm working in conservation, but I'm more motivated, even more motivated. So speaking jobs, careers, what kind of jobs does BCP offer? Like, would you categorize them in a certain way? Like, if someone doesn't know what kind of jobs BCP offers, what are the jobs that are offered around BCP? Okay,
we have different categories of jobs. I can say that at the moment we have jobs that we are offering applications for the carbon sector, and this is very specific. And if somebody were to go on our website, they'll be able to see a detailed job description or job advert in terms of what qualifications and experience we're looking for. We have openings in impact monitoring. This is where we're actually seeing what impacts we have in the community, very detailed. People who have trained in impact monitoring can have a look at monitoring and evaluation opportunities on our website. We also have different categories like accountancy. We have a project accountant role that we're looking for recruiting in Mfuwe. So the opportunities are there. Okay. It's just people to have interest to go on our website and check what opportunities are available.
So people don't have to just sit and wait for the job to come to them. They actually have to search and search. Yes. And there's plenty of opportunities available if you look in the right places.
Yes, I agree. I would like to add also, sorry to cut you short, Miriam.
No, it's okay.
I would like to add, as I've been listening to various people speak today, I would like to highlight that we do have internship opportunities.
Great.
And some of our key engagement staff actually started with us as interns. And for us, our internship opportunities provide a growth path for people to actually grow within BCP. So you will be able to see what your future looks like in BCP. And if I can be a little HR centered, I would like to highlight also that we offer permanent and pensionable employment. So if you do join us, we are committed. We thrive in the fact that we are able to offer people who join us permanent employment, which I think is something that is being encouraged by the government, and it's something that we would also like to see in terms of stability, because BCP is not here just for today. We're here for tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. We are here to stay.
So before we can actually highlight a few questions that our viewers have, maybe I have one more question that I'm curious to ask about. What challenges have you faced in your HR journey with regards to people applying for jobs and also how people brand themselves? What challenges would you highlight?
Okay, one challenge that I would like to highlight is in the carbon sector. We do have some adequately, like qualified and experienced carbon individuals, but I would like to say that in this particular space, we need to do a lot more in terms of experience, especially in RED+. So this is something that we actively look at, and sometimes we may need to go outside the local environment to recruit in the carbon sector. But I would like to encourage students, people out there to look into the career of carbon, because we believe it's something that's growing. It's an industry that's booming, and we would like to be able to offer such opportunities to our local people as well. Okay. So this is one challenge that we face in terms of finding the right skill set in the carbon area, but it's something that I know and I'm positive that we can do.
Okay, great. And also, I know that you work from Lusaka. Do you have any other offices in other towns as well?
Yes, we do. As I said, we work in the community, and our headquarters is Lusaka. So our sites are also focused in the community areas. We have sites in Mfuwe, Chinyunyu, Rufunsa Conservancy, Nyimba, and our focus is actually also recruiting from the areas that we work, because we believe that if we have people who are actively living in those areas, they're the best people to engage with the community, and for us this is a win-win situation. So we do have other sites apart from our headquarters, which is Lusaka.
Okay, you did mention about the projects that you have running. So do they differ according to the area, or maybe they are uniform projects?
Okay. They differ according to the area. The Luangwa project is in the Eastern Province, and the Lower Zambezi project is in the Lusaka Province.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. The question is, about your job, what would you highlight most exciting about your job?
The most exciting thing about my job is actually fulfilling what individuals would like in terms of the right culture. I believe that we have one of the best cultures in the country in terms of what we offer at BCP. We have quite a number of benefits that we think benefit a lot of people. So it's a great thing for me as an HR person to be able to provide satisfaction if somebody comes to join us.
Okay, and also maybe someone would like to know what advice or what else would you tell them about working in conservation that maybe they don't know about, or maybe that you would love to share according to your journey and your experience?
Okay, I would like to say in terms of advice and guidance for people who are interested in working in conservation is something that I've touched upon as we've been speaking, and this is about the passion. It's something that should speak to your heart, otherwise you will have no satisfaction. This speaking to the heart makes you wake up with a smile every day going to work, and it's something that you enjoy doing, and you know that you're benefiting the environment and the Zambian community. So in a nutshell, it should be a passion that you have.
Okay, and also someone is interested to know, like, apart from deforestation, what other projects or what else are you conserving or protecting?
Okay, as I said, our mission is about conservation of the wildlife habitat. So it's the habitat that protects the wildlife that we believe is something that is key in terms of protecting the forest. So another thing is the livelihood projects that I spoke about. So it's not just about protecting the forest, it's also about providing opportunities in the community, within the community, not only for employment, but for other livelihood programs that can show benefit in terms of income, rather than the standard, as we talked about, the cutting of trees.
Okay.
Yes, and poaching. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And someone wants to know how they can reach you for mentorship, or maybe it's an internship.
Okay, for internship, we would like to request those who are interested in applying for internship to actually write to us, submitting their CV as well as copies of qualifications if they do have them, and send them to jobs@biocarbonpartners.com, and then we will get in touch with them.
And also, because you're the one in charge of this, I'm asking to say, is there one particular thing that is uniform that you look out for in these applications?
One thing that we do like to highlight is a cover letter.
Okay.
A cover letter is important to us because we believe it's talking about you. A cover letter is somebody highlighting their skill set, their desire to join us, because it shouldn't just be about a job. It should be about the right attitude, the right fit. and a cover letter says a lot to us. So if you are applying to BCP, I would like to encourage everybody to bring their A game when they are putting together their cover letter, because we will not only look at your CV, we will look at the cover letter to see what are you expressing about yourself in brief.
Okay, nice. And also one other question is, what in someone's career development, how would you advise them to in choosing careers? Who do you think they can reach out to and just talk to about careers?
Okay, my understanding is career development begins at school, especially at secondary school. And I would like to encourage all the students out there who are still in school to touch base with their career guidance counselors. I do believe that they are placed in all secondary schools. And aside from that, you can reach out to universities who are also able to provide in terms of guidance. And also, I would like to stress again and again, whatever career you choose must be something that you have passion for. The young people out there shouldn't be forced into careers. They should do what they feel passionate about. They should do what they're good at, because that's the only way that they will excel.
So in your closing remarks, what would you say to that young person that is looking to become what you are today, like to get to where you are? What would you tell them?
Hard work and passion. Those are the two things that I would like to say, hard work and passion. You have to bring it, yeah.
You heard it right. You heard it from the expert herself. She says you have to be determined. You need hard work. You need to sweat for it. So there's no sweat without sweat, like they say it. So if you're doing something, also be innovative. Most of our speakers have actually highlighted a lot of this stuff, saying you should really be innovative of the things that you do, and also show interest and learn to leave a mark. In everything that you do, learn to leave a mark, because people will always remember you. They always remember what you did, what you said, and also they'll be able to recommend you for a job and an opportunity. So thank you so much. It has really been a long day for us and a very exciting day. I hope it has been for you as well. We're so excited to have you follow all our processions. And this being our last session, we're very excited that you stayed with us up until the end. We have some special remarks to give to our partners. This is the Ministry of Education, the Department of National Parks and Wildlife, as well as the Ministry of Tourism and Arts, and also our speakers, and also the organizations that came through and supported our work, and also the work that they do. Thank you so much also to you, our followers, also who are watching us. Thank you so much. Please remember to follow our page and also share it with your friends, family, and everyone else. Spread the word. We are really redefining conservation, and we are very excited, and it's a very big space for you, and there's room for everyone. Thank you very much.